What's going on, Jerome's? Beautiful Tuesday. Birds are chirping and stuff. It's time for another Vikings news dump. So we are in day, 7 of constant rain here in the great state of Minnesota. I don't know what it is, man. It's June gloom. Like, is it supposed to be like sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere? All that stuff? Well, I guess it is June, right? But so next week, heading to an undisclosed camping location. Kids have a great time every single year. I hope it doesn't rain because ain't nothing more miserable than camping and raining. You know? Anyways. But now, the Vikings getting this week off of OTAs. So we're looking at, so I'm looking at the calendar. So we got 6 weeks. Yeah, six weeks until the start of training camp Saturday. July 26th is going to be most likely the day that they open things up for training camp. It would be a welcome back Saturday. Good times, man. But just can't wait. Also, just the... You freaking know how much Kevin O'Connell loves J.J. McCarthy. He's his quarterback, just the smirks, just watching him. It's beautiful. It's kind of glorious, man. Find someone who looks at you when you're not looking like Kevin O'Connell looks at J.J. McCarthy. Right. That is how my wife checks out my ass. That got inappropriate very quickly. Doesn't matter. Actually, no. Hold on. No, that is appropriate, because I feel like when you're raising your kids with your partner, like they should see you interact in a healthy, romantic way. Usually messing around, cracking jokes, being into each other, as opposed to just cold. I don't know. Because that's how they learn how relationships work or don't work. From the parents. Or so either set a good example or be the worst example ever, and then your kids will be normal. I don't know, man. I don't know. Something I do know is that it is break time. Vikings getting OTAs off this week. And the Vikings social team is so good at this. So when they're walking off the field, you got the camera, you got the question written down, and the reactions off the cuff. Fantastic. But the question was, how are you going to spend your break? Where are you going to go? Ivan Pace Jr. is going on the lake. Like most Minnesotans, but I don't know. Like it says Lake Erie. He's an Ohio dude, right? Yeah. Also, Bo Richter, Diamond Dallas Turner's house, which is great. So first off, Bo Richter growing the beard, trying to look like the logo. T.J. Hawkinson's gonna sue for copyright infringement. Doesn't have the long hair though, so it's not the same. It's like business logo. Or something. Also, 5'4" is a great number. Eric Kendricks back in the day, but when Bo Richter was wearing 98, that looked tough. That looked really damn good. So I actually feel like 98 to 54 is a downgrade for an edge rusher. Off-ball linebacker, perfect all day, but nah. Blake Cashman outside. How about that? The pride of Eden Prairie. He's saying in the 6-1-2. So Minneapolis, Uptown, Richfield, because there's no party like Richfield. Cowboy Jack's Richfield, go ahead. Yeah. But he's from Edina, right? So that's 952. Most of the players live in Egan or Inver Grove or areas of that ilk. So that's 651. I don't know, but 612, what'd it do? There you go. 507 for life. That's right. Southern Minnesota, baby. Will Rockard. You have assistant special teams coach Delvin Gibson. It's heading to Will's house. Everyone's going over to everyone's house. Like, does Dallas Turner and Will Reichard have the best snacks? It's very possible. It's very possible, man. Because did you have that when you're growing up? Like there was always one designated snack house, right? And my buddy Ryan growing up, like his mom, literally, they got, well, this is before Costco, but so I guess, I don't know, Menards or Fleet Farm. They had two separate chest freezers in the garage, right? One was for like the family stuff. The other one was literally just for the kids, the teenagers, like the frozen pizzas, the pizza rolls, all the Mountain Dew Live Wire that you want. It's good times. I never opened the other freezer, though. In retrospect, could there have been bodies in there? I don't know. But also, hold on. So, if the family was a bunch of serial killers, I'm kind of insulted that they didn't try to harvest me. Not saying, I'm just saying. How come? Hey, I'd fit in that freezer, too. But it's okay. It's okay, man. Jordan Mason. So he's Turks. So he's either going to Turks and Caicos or He's going to Turkey to discuss a diplomatic solution between Turkey and Greece. I mean, they got the latest kerfuffle. Secretary of State, Jordan Mason. That actually be pretty damn good. Yeah. Also, summertime viewing. If you want a interesting show to stream that you don't really have to pay full attention to, Madam Secretary on Netflix. It's really good. Téa Leoni, come on, Maron. It's a good show. Wife enjoyed it too. Also, I got Walter Rouse going to Austin, Angola, and Dallas, which makes sense. Now that he says Angola, I know he's not talking about like Angola in Louisiana, you know what I mean? But Angola, probably going over doing some NFL work, spreading the game. It's beautiful. But every time I hear Angola, it reminds me of the 92 Dream Team, Charles Barkley. I don't know anything about Angola, but Angola's in trouble. And they like elbowed that one dude from Angola. That was like a huge international incident. I just listened to the really good Dream Team book by, who's the author? He's a longtime Sports Illustrated writer. Jack McCallum. Yeah. It's really good. I mean, it's also, we need, so I know that there was some footage in the Last Dance documentary, but we need a full like 10-part, or actually no, make it 12-part documentary on the Dream Team. The one episode dedicated to each player. Actually, we could make it 11 because we don't need Christian Laettner. Barkley's the best, man. He really is. I just listened to Barkley's book too. Actually, he's had several books, which, you know what's funny? So Shaq had an autobiography at age 21. I mean, how much life has a 21-year-old lived? But it's okay. It's okay. Kevin O'Connell, what break? That's right. So Kevin O'Connell, studying his playbook, getting ready to go. I mean, that is the cost. That is the sacrifice for having a high-octane, high-performance machine that the Minnesota Fighting Vikings would be. Dozen Lombardies in the next 10 years. Also, I like that Kevin O'Connell has a duck because he's the only 7'5" quarterback in the National Football League. He is Arvydas Sabonis. Actually, no, he's too skinny for Arvydas. Oh, by the way, so if I was going to make a movie, it would be it would be set during the 92 Barcelona Olympics. The Dream Team would be in the background as like ancillary characters, but we'd focus on Lithuania, the basketball team. You know, just broke away from Russia when Soviet Union came down. They beat the Russians for the third place game. Arvydas Sabonis is on that team, and they literally got sponsored by the Grateful Dead. It sounds made up, but it's legit. They have those tie-dye shirts too. It's real fantastic. I need to like consult with Hollywood. You know, well, I'm not gonna like worship Satan, but I feel like I could write a movie or a TV show or something like that. I don't know. Something I do know is that Vikings tickets for the Dublin game will be on sale today. June 17th, 12 p.m. IST. So what is that? 5 a.m. 6 a.m. It might be 7 a.m. I don't know. So Greenwich is 6 hours ahead. So Irish Standard Time, was that 5 ahead? So at some point today, Vikings Steelers tickets will be there. Watch the Vikings whoop 8 Rodgers' octogenarian bird bones Boniva ass in the third different country. It'll be good. Also, here's what's funny about the poster. We've talked about the marketing possibilities, and I know it's like, who knows nowadays, but also I don't care. But I know that people find like race and ethnicity a little taboo. I really don't care. But so you have Hawkinson, who literally looks like the Vikings logo, and Hawkinson is a very Scandinavian name. You got Justin Jefferson on there as well, who I don't think is Irish, as well as you got Blake Cashman outside. How about that? Well, also I don't think is Irish. So you have those three guys on the Dublin poster when you literally have Kevin O'Connell, top of the morning to you, as well as J.J. McCarthy, which I know McCarthy's like a quasi-Scottish name, but it's Irish first. And McCarthy's talked about his Irish-American heritage when he was at Michigan. Also, Ryan Kelly literally looks like an Irish beat cop from like Gangs of New York, 1800s New York City. He literally looks like the cop walking the beat with the baton. right? And I don't know. Like, again, I'm going to write movies, and also I'm going to work in marketing. Why is head coach Kevin O'Connell not featured on the Irish poster? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. The world doesn't make sense sometimes. Hard turn. So Jordan Addison's court date is set, or trial date, rather. Emily Leiker, Star Tribune. Online Superior Court of California records indicate Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison's jury trial for his summer 2024 DUI arrest in L.A. will take place July 15th. That date was set in a hearing this morning. Addison has pled not guilty. So, jury trial for a DUI. It's within the right to a jury trial, but usually those just go to a bench trial. But I don't know. Either way, whether he's found guilty, whether they work out a plea deal, whether he pleads no contest, Addison is likely going to be facing a 3-game suspension probably for the start of the year, because this should get adjudicated before the start of the year, probably before the start of training camp as well, which is about 11 days before the start of training camp. So we'll see. But wish him best for Addison. Get this thing straightened out, and hopefully he learned his lesson. And I think that this could be an inflection point, because if he keeps making mistakes like this, he's not going to have a career. That's the bottom line. And I think that he understands that. I think that it's growing up. It's maturing. I think it's having good, positive people around him, notably Justin Jefferson. It really has taken on a big brother, little brother type role, mentor type role with that relationship. So it's great to see. Really good to see. But hopefully this is it. And hopefully Addison over these next 6 weeks, because remember, before his rookie year, that was when the 140 on 94 came about. So hopefully he's good to go. Next. All right, so famously, I've sort of always had a beef with Lane Johnson. Now, Lane Johnson, the pride of Oklahoma, is a badass. First team All-Pro, first ballot Hall of Famer, all that stuff. One of the best right tackles in the game. But also, I feel like, so when it's a part of the game that people don't really watch, they watch the ball, right? And you could tell like who's a good receiver, who's a good running back, who's a good quarterback, etc. But for the offensive linemen, for the nose tackles, for all that stuff, like I feel like people really get by on name recognition now. Lane Johnson is still really good. Don't get me wrong, but he's built up as this deity at right tackle. And I think part of it, like we said, is name recognition. Part of it is the Eagles. They just won Super Bowl. Congratulations. But every single day, I always wonder, how come Brian O'Neill doesn't get 1/10 of the respect that Lane Johnson gets, even though, for my money, I think they're on equal footing. But objectively, non-homer take, could you say that Brian O'Neill is 90 cents on the dollar of Lane Johnson? Yes. But still, zero goose egg D'Angelo Russell respect. None. He's not even the most respected right tackle in the division. It's Penei Sewell, which it's okay. It's okay. But respect to Lane Johnson. But I just hope that once Brian O'Neill adds a couple more years to the tally and the Vikings have some great success moving forward, hopefully he gets a smidgen of that respect, because he certainly does, because it certainly deserves it. Absolutely. Lastly, so my wife and I were looking through old photos, and this one came up. I don't know what happened to the hair, man. So first off, my hair as a kid looks exactly like our youngest son's hair, because our youngest son, if it wasn't for like the face, I would wonder if he was mine. You know what I mean? Because so the wife has dark hair. I obviously have dark hair, and our youngest son has like light, almost like darkish blonde hair, and it's very fair. It's flowing. It's very Fabio. But what happened to the hair, man? I want to know. Plus, people say that, oh, you're going bald. Not really. I've had these widow peaks since like 8th grade, and everything is intact in the back. So I don't know. But also, I wonder. So I haven't had hair of any length since 2006, right? But I wondered, if I grow it out, would it be this soft, or would it be like a Brillo pad? Because that's what it is right now. I'm kind of interested, but also that just sounds hot. And especially heading in the summer, it'd be like wearing a stocking cap all day. I don't know. Maybe in the winter, maybe this football season, I'll grow it out a little bit. I'll get like that Colin Farrell Miami Vice look going on. That'd be good, right? Yeah, we'll see. But so it's been this length since 2006 because as a broke college student, I got sick of paying $20 or no, well, back then it was probably like $15-20 for a haircut like once a month. So I literally went to, might have been Menards, might have been Target, but I bought a wall trimmer, WAHL, and if you clean it, if you maintain it, it'll last forever because I still have that same trimmer now and still the same one I use. I've paid $15 for a haircut since 2006. So what was that, 19 years? I feel like that's a pretty damn good deal, but who knows? Anyways, also overalls, just working it. That's right. Anyways, that's it. Vikings news up. This is all over the place. Happy Tuesday. You guys are the absolute best. You know what to do. Skol. Production value.